Art has the ability to change the feeling of any room. Digital art specifically has the ability to bring life and movement into a room. It can change that feel many times over with the push of a button.
Black Dove's mission is to make art accessible, and to that end, we've created a distribution platform for digital art.
Black Dove gets that the future of digital art is now, and they have created this platform that allows for the circulation of art to extend outside of just the white box.
Makes it a lot more accessible to a lot more people.
Digital art is traditionally very difficult to collect.
It used to be we'd sell something and they'd get a DVD, and then it changed to a USB drive. And so now having this universal system is fantastic.
Samsung makes Black Dove's vision to bring digital art to living rooms and commercial interiors a reality.
Well, one thing that I find so exciting, being both an art lover and a restaurateur, is the ability to really bring the gallery experience into my restaurant. The ambience of Echo and Dumbo is engineered to reflect the contemporary arts culture of Mexico. The digital canvas allows our artwork to change as our tastes might.
The Black Dove digital canvas is the best solution for me to show digital art at home. This being an old house, I like to contradict that by having more contemporary works in the space. And I think there's nothing more contemporary and new than digital art.
One of the reasons I think the Black Dove platform is going to be so quickly adopted is because of ease of use.
Whether I'm here alone or if I'm hosting guests at my house, I'm able to change the entire feel of the room with the push of a button using this new platform. The collaboration between Black Dove and Samsung creates a standardized platform.
It's a great platform because you can see the art the way that the artist had intended, and that's really fantastic.
We want people to be able to share artists and artwork like people are sharing other things like music or photos. It's now possible to do this through the Black Dove app.
We've seen in television, in movies, in music, that they have embraced the 21st century. And now we're finally at a time where visual artists and the visual arts also has that opportunity with a platform like Black Dove, where they can reach a global audience, where it can be shared.
It can get art out there into more of the public realm and just become a lot more accessible. I think it's a wonderful thing.
Flux is an app that blends music and art in a unique experience that never plays the same twice.
Flux really taps into what we love so much about the internet and social media. It's always changing and moving forward, so you're never quite sure what you're going to discover, and you get exposed to a lot of content very quickly. With Adrian's new music for Flux, the songs are short, and longer tracks have been chopped up, interrupted, and shuffled around so that they're always surprising, especially when they start to come back with different mixes and lyrics and instrumentation.
Forgot to laugh, forgot to fight, forgot the how, forgot the why.
Tracks make a creative statement, then they move on, and we glue it all together with these interesting sonic bursts that we call snippets.
Most of the time you're going to hear a verse and a chorus or maybe a guitar solo. Maybe the next time you hear that guitar solo will be a different guitar solo. Because Flux is made up of a lot of different parts and pieces.
You have controls within the Flux app to save your favorite songs and even hear tracks in their entirety. And we'll be adding new music and visuals as we go forward. So Flux will always be this growing, evolving experience that's different every time you press play.
watercolors. I came up with the idea for the Watercolor Bot because I wanted to create my own robot and enter it into the RoboGames competition. To actually design the robot, I worked with Wendell and Lenore, who already make other kinds of awesome robots. Once we started building it, and once it started coming together, we realized that other people might like to have one as well. So we started building a kit version of it. Once we had the prototypes working well, we took the Watercolor Bot and showed it off at RoboGames and Maker Faire. I was also invited to bring the Watercolor Bot to the White House Science Fair. President Obama really seemed to like it. The Watercolor Bot comes as a kit with some assembly required. Young kids will need some adult help to put it together. You will need small and medium Phillips screwdrivers, scissors, and a computer. To move the brush, there are 2 motors built into the frame of the robot. Each motor drives a little winch that moves the length of cord attached to a rod that controls either the X or Y position of the brush. This is the same mechanism that an Etch-a-Sketch uses, but instead of a stylus, we have a carriage that moves the brush up and down.
This is my Selfie. It shows what I'm literally made of, and man doesn't it look good. You can see my DNA in red here, as well as the other structures within my cells. In order to make this, I collected and processed them, then took a photograph with a high-resolution microscope. When my friends Nick and Samantha heard about this, they wanted a couple's version taken together.
As we have built our life, we've always had a great appreciation for pictures of our experiences together, as well as for fine art.
But we were always looking for something more personal to define who we are. And then our friend Andreas shared his new idea with us.
As a science enthusiast and Samantha a registered nurse, we knew we'd found the perfect style of art to display in our home.
This is my cell. I got to choose the color of the DNA.
And this is my cell.
And just like the building blocks of a great relationship, these are the building blocks of ourselves.
Now, you have the chance to get your very own Selfie. You can get it in dark formatting, light formatting, pick any color of the DNA that you'd like, include your signature, and get a single, couples, or family version. It can come on canvas, or you can get it on stunning, transparent acrylic.